A lot has changed for AC/DC since Back in Black, their 1980 breakthrough album released 40 years ago this year. But one thing that's stayed blessedly the same is guitarist Angus Young's iconic schoolboy uniform, which he adopted in the mid-70s and continues to rock in a promo shot for the Australian band's new album Power Up, out November 13. "Yeah, I put it on," Young says with a laugh. "I look terrible in any other clothing, I can assure you of that." Power Up is preceded by Fist Pumping single Shot in the Dark, which the band released Wednesday after teasing a reunion on social media last week. It's the Highway to Hell rockers' first new music since 2014 album Rock or Bust, released 2 months after founding member Malcolm Young announced his retirement due to dementia. He died from effects of the disease in 2017 at age 64. Malcolm Young left behind a number of unrecorded songs that he co-wrote with younger brother Angus. He is credited as a writer on all 12 tracks on Power Up. In 2018, conversations began about reuniting AC/DC for a new album, which brings back singer Brian Johnson and bassist Cliff Williams, both of whom left in 2016 for health reasons. And drummer Phil Rudd, who was sidelined in 2015 with various legal issues. Stevie Young fills out the current lineup as rhythm guitarist. "In place of Uncle Malcolm, I had a lot of material together and our management was wondering if we were thinking about a new album," says Angus Young, 65. "So it was a case of contacting everyone to see if we'd all be on board." The album itself is a tribute to Malcolm, he adds. "I think he would be proud of the job we've done for him." Even the title we give it, Power Up, pretty much sums him up, too. When he put on that guitar, he was one big guitar. To put it this way, when he played guitar, it sounded like there were two people playing. Shot in the Dark is produced by Brendan O'Brien, teaming up with them again after Rock or Bust and 2008's Black Ice. The song features Young's signature squalling guitar riffs, along with cheeky lyrics that are unmistakably AC/DC. "It's a good rock and roll track with a good hooky chorus," Young says. "You hear it straight away and you know that's AC/DC." The band's label selected Shot in the Dark as the first single, although Johnson, 73, teases there are plenty more like it on the full album. "I wouldn't like to be the boy responsible for picking from the 12 songs, I really wouldn't," Johnson says good-naturedly. "That's the record company, they're usually pretty good at that stuff. Like Angus said, as soon as you turn this one on, you're like, that's AC/DC. Forget about it. Nobody makes music like that." "I think it's a great single, but I mean, Terry's a lot of good singles on there. I think that's why the album is such a hottie."